Caddis Maximus here, this time with a quick review of the Harbor Freight 6-piece detail brush set. This is $2.25 on the shelf and on sale. Pretty good deal. I think these may be one of the best brush deals at Harbor Freight, even though that 89-cent steel back brush is pretty good. These for $2.25 are surprising. It's a cheap brush set for literally like $2. It's a great set for using in a disposable fashion. Anyway, it looks like this is actually stainless steel versus just plain old steel, but we'd have to put a little water and salt and see if they corrode. They are using corrugated wire, so that provides a little bit more aggressive brushing action. These will fold over pretty easy. The wires are pretty thin. They're pretty small bundles. We can see that. There's a big gap. I don't know if you can really pick up on camera, but you can see these little slots there. So what they've done is they punched a piece of metal in to fold the wires in. So these wires are actually going to hold in pretty good because it isn't just the tension of folded over wires. There's a little piece of sheet metal that has been jammed in there and is being held in pretty securely in the plastic. PVC handles, and they come with some, looks like 2.5 inch by 3/4 inch brushes, as well as some smaller detail brushes. So these things for doing automotive work or any types of projects, actually, when you're going to end up throwing away the brushes instead of getting the more expensive wood-handled ones, these aren't too bad. I mean, there's lots of stuff. Cleaning up bolts tends to be one of those things where you end up just beating up brushes. And the stainless steel one is actually not too bad at all. I always recommend when you're doing auto work, at least spend a moment, because cleaning up the fasteners, it seems that I've worked on a lot of vehicles where it's just cruddy bolts put back into the hole. And if they're really dirty, you know, just spend a second. It makes the fastener last a lot longer than wondering why it's been pulled in and out 3 times and then the thread strip out. It's because it was just all crudted with dirt. Surprisingly enough, that worked pretty well. That bolt was reasonably dirty. Here's the little brass one here. And we got another bolt, and it only takes a second. This tends to work a lot better than a rag. Sometimes if they're really oily, then a rag will work, but you really just can't get inside there. Surprisingly enough, the brass is pretty soft, and it gets into a finer thread bolt. So that's one of the many uses for these. And surprisingly enough, when you really just give it a few passes, it's just works super well. It gets the threads just super clean. And you even get some nylon ones, like if you're using some type of, you know, cleaner and you want to just agitate the surface. It's kind of funny because they have on the package power through rust, and this type of little brush is not going to power through very much rust. So I thought that was a little bit hilarious. Anyway, I thought these were neat and a pretty good deal at Harbor Freight, and just wanted to do a quick review on them. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's watching and subscribing, both old and new. Until next time, Caddis Maximus out.